Pinocchio. Once there lived a puppet maker named Geppetto. One day Geppetto was in his workshop carving a puppet out of the wooden piece which he got from his good old carpenter friend.
I will call my puppet Pinocchio.
As Geppetto started carving, he was startled to hear a squeal.
Ouch! Can't you be careful?
This puppet has life!
Geppetto was very excited and started to carve the head, hair and eyes, which stared at him. But when he started to carve the nose, something strange happened. The nose started growing longer and longer, and no matter how much Geppetto cut it, it just stayed long.
Naughty fellow, when I chisel a mouth for you, you stick your tongue out at me. When I carve your hands, you snatch my wig. And when I carve your legs, you dare kick me.
Pinocchio then started running all around the room.
Hey, stop, you horrible fellow! I will box your ears to teach you a lesson.
You forgot my ears.
But then he said sorry to Geppetto. Geppetto forgave him and made him a suit from pretty flowered paper, shoes of tree bark, and a fancy hat made of soft bread.
Oh, these are so cool. I'm gonna call you Dad from now.
Time passed by, and one day Pinocchio went up to his father.
Dad, I would like to go to school to learn and become smart.
I too want that, son, but I don't have money to even buy you a book.
Geppetto then put on his tweed coat and left the house, returning a little later with a book in his hands.
Dad, you sold your coat to buy this?
Don't worry about me, son. You just get ready for school.
Oh, Dad, I will go to school and make you proud.
Off Pinocchio went to school. On the way, he saw a large crowd.
What's happening, brother?
That's the great puppet show.
I want to see the show, but I don't have any money. Maybe I can sell my book.
A junk seller bought Pinocchio's book, and he went in. There he saw several other puppets. Just then, Giovanni, the puppet master, walked in.
You all better behave yourselves, or else.
After the act, Giovanni went home to cook his dinner. Other puppets joined him as well.
I need more firewood. I will use that Pinocchio to cook my meat. Come here, boy. I need some wood to cook my meat.
Oh, please don't! Dad, please come and save me!
Your father is alive?
Yes, sir, and he really loves me.
Okay. I will use another puppet. Luigi, bring me Harley Quinn.
Harley Quinn's just a baby. If you must, please burn me.
You are a good boy. I will let you off. Come, tell me about yourself.
Pinocchio narrates his tale to Giovanni.
Your father is a good man. Take these 5 gold coins and buy him a new coat.
Oh, thank you so much.
On his way back, Pinocchio passes through a forest where he meets a half-blind cat and a lame fox. Pinocchio happily tells them of his gold coins, and the two wily creatures hatch a plan to rob him.
Madam Cat, let's tell him the secret of how to grow a tree full of gold coins.
If you say so.
We are sharing this secret with you only. Now, let us go to the inn and celebrate our new friendship.
The next morning, the fox and cat had already left, so Pinocchio had to pay with his gold coin for the meal and their stay. As he made his way to the forest, he heard a fierce voice.
Stop! Give the money or die!
The bandits were the fox and cat. Pinocchio had hidden his gold coins under his tongue, and the bandits couldn't find them. They then tied a noose around his neck and hung him from an oak tree.
Hang there till you give us the coins. We will be back soon.
Oh, Father, please help me.
A fairy in a nearby felt sorry for the poor puppet. She summoned a hawk and dog.
Hawk, fly to the oak tree and snip the rope. And dog, bring that boy here.
When Pinocchio woke up, he was in a warm bed at the castle. After some bitter medicine, Pinocchio recovered fast.
Tell me what happened.
Pinocchio related his tale to the fairy, but told her that he had lost the coins, though they were hidden in his pocket. But as soon as he said the lie, Pinocchio's nose started to grow.
My dear, I know you are lying because your nose is growing longer and longer.
I'm so sorry.
I forgive you this time, but don't ever lie again. Take the gold coins to your father and don't get cheated again.
Pinocchio hugged the fairy and left, but he again met the fox and cat and was convinced by them to sew the coins. The next day, the cat and fox had made away with his coins, and he returned home with nothing.
I'm sorry for everything, Father. Do forgive me.
Geppetto forgave his son. Soon it was time for Pinocchio to go to school, but he was led astray again by Carlo, the good-for-nothing boy in class.
Hey, Pinocchio, where are you heading?
To school, of course.
What a waste of time. Come with me to Toyland. No one studies there. A wagon will be coming in the evening.
A large wagon pulled by 12 pairs of donkeys soon arrived, and Pinocchio and Carlo scrambled in.
Whee!
Toyland, here we come.
However, Pinocchio was in for a rude shock. Carlo's and his ears became long and hairy. Their faces began to change, and they turned into donkeys. They could now only bray. At the market, Carlo was sold to a farmer, and Pinocchio was sold to a circus owner, who made him perform at the circus. One day, while jumping through the hoop, Pinocchio stumbled and fell. Alas, no one wanted a lame donkey. But then a little man came by to buy the donkey, to flay his skin and make a drum for the village band. Pinocchio wept when he heard this. His new master led him to the sea and tied a large stone around his neck to drown him so that he could flay his skin. Pinocchio called out to the fairy to help him once more.
Dear fairy, please forgive me this last time. I promise I will never do anything stupid again.
I can hear Pinocchio crying out for help. The stupid fellow. Mermyfish, hear me. Go immediately and save the donkey with a stone around its neck. Thank you, Mermyfish.
The fish nibbled away the donkey flesh off Pinocchio, and he once again became a live puppet. However, his adventures were not yet over. Right behind him appeared a large shark. Pinocchio tried to swim fast, but a huge wave of water swept him right into the shark's mouth.
It is so dark. Anyone there? Please help.
Suddenly, he noticed a pale light and went towards it.
Father, is it really you?
My son! I never thought I would see you again. I couldn't find you on land, so I searched for you at sea. But my boat capsized. I was swallowed by the shark.
Oh, Father, thank God we're both alive. Now let's see how to get out of here.
Pinocchio and his father climbed up the shark's stomach, but near the jaws they got scared. However, the shark was sleeping with its mouth open in shallow waters, so Pinocchio and his father jumped out and quickly swam ashore.
Father, you're running a fever. You rest in that hut, and I will try to find some milk for you. There's a farmer nearby. Sir, may I have some milk for my sick father?
Give me money and I will give you milk.
I have no money, sir.
Well then, work the treadmill for me from morning to noon, and I will give you the milk. Good. Start tomorrow morning, and here, take this milk for your father.
Pinocchio ran to give the milk to his father. He worked hard, and soon his father recovered. Both of them then returned home. Pinocchio now became a responsible son. He weaved reed baskets and sold them. One day he heard that his friend the fairy was ill.
Father, I should help my friend.
So Pinocchio sent money to the fairy.
My dear Pinocchio, he is silly, but has a heart of gold.
One night, the fairy visited Pinocchio in his dreams, promising him a grand reward. The next morning, when Pinocchio looked in the mirror, a handsome stranger with blue eyes and brown hair looked back at him.
Father, come quick!
Oh, goodness gracious, I can't believe my eyes. See, you changed from an irresponsible and silly boy to a generous fellow, and you have been rewarded.
Thus, Pinocchio, the handsome young lad, lived happily with his dear father ever after.
Tom Thumb. There once lived a woodman and his wife who had no children.
How I wish we had children to enjoy our evenings with.
Yes, I really wish we had a child who would bring us joy, even if it was a tiny thing as big as my thumb.
And lo, the wife's wish was fulfilled. She got a little boy who was only as high as her thumb.
How tiny he is! But he is our child, and we shall love him dearly, and we shall name him Thomas.
Though the woodman and his wife fed Tom plenty of healthy food, he didn't grow higher than his father's thumb, and everyone called him Tom Thumb. But he was one smart little fellow who was always happy and loved his parents.
I have to go to the woods to chop wood, and I am late. If I wait to get the cart ready, I will be even more late. But then, how will I get the wood back without the cart?
Don't you worry, Dad. I will bring the cart.
And how will you do that, son? You can't even reach the bridle of the horse.
Oh, that's not a worry. Mama will harness the horse, and I will get into its ear and tell it where to go.
I don't think...
Aw, come on, Dad. At least give me a chance to prove myself. I know I can do it.
Well, if you're sure...
Sure. I'm sure. The cart will reach you when you want it. Trust me.
And so Tom set out to take the cart to his father. He sat right near the horse's ear and guided it to the woods. On the way, two men passed near the cart.
I say, I hear a voice from somewhere near that cart, but I can't see anyone. Am I imagining things?
No, you're right. Even I can hear a voice. I can't see anyone. Let's follow that cart.
And so the two men kept following the cart until it reached the woodman.
Hey, Dad, I'm here. See? I told you I could do it. Now take me down.
The two men could not believe their eyes when they saw the woodman gently pick up a tiny boy from the horse's ear.
Holy cow! Is that guy for real? If we can get a hold of him, we will make a fortune by just showing him around.
Let's go and ask the woodman how much he was selling for.
Hey, old man, how much would you take for this little chap?
How dare you? This is my son, and I wouldn't part with him for anything. Get lost from here.
Now Tom was a very smart fellow and quietly whispered into his father's ear.
Dad, just take a good amount from them. Don't worry. I will come back to you in no time.
Okay. If you really want him, I will give him to you, but you must pay me a good sum.
After deciding the price, the two men paid the woodman and took Tom away with them.
Where do you want to sit, little fellow?
Oh, just put me in the brim of your hat. I'll have a fine view from there.
So Tom perched himself on the hat, and off they went. After some time, they decided to rest a while at a field. And this was the opportunity Tom was waiting for. As soon as he was put on the ground, he ran fast on his tiny legs along the plowed field till he saw a hole, and quickly scampered down.
Hey, you! Get back up there if you know what's good for you.
Ha ha ha! First see if you can catch me.
The two men tried poking and prodding with the stick to get Tom out, but all in vain. Finally, they went away in a huff. Tom looked around and seeing a snail shell close by, crept into it and fell fast asleep. When he woke up after a while, he heard the voices of two robbers who were making plans to rob the house of the parson.
Hey, I could help you with that.
Who's there?
Hey, look down here, mister.
Oh, it is a little fellow of 2 inches. Or is it 3 inches?
Forget how many inches I am and listen to me. I can easily sneak into that parson's house and throw out whatever you want.
The two robbers whispered between themselves.
Okay, if we agree, what would you want?
I will tell you that later. Let's go now.
On reaching the parson's house, Tom went through the window bars and started yelling.
Should I throw out the money now? What else do you want me to throw out?
You
Should I
silly
throw out the
fellow!
money now?
Stop
Should I
shouting!
throw out the
Stop
money
shouting!
now? Should I throw out the money
But it was
now?
too late. The parson's cook woke up and rushed to see what was happening. And on seeing her, the robbers ran away.
Ha ha ha! Taught those robbers a lesson they never forget. I'm really tired now. That hay looks to be comfortable enough to sleep on.
Tom was soon fast asleep. Alas, the next morning, the cook came out early and threw the hay for the cow to eat. When Tom woke up, it was very, very dark.
Why is it so dark? It surely can't be night still. And where am I? I remember I fell asleep on the hay.
Just then, Tom heard the cook.
Here, Daisy dear, have some more hay and then give me some lovely creamy milk.
Oh my god! The cow has eaten the hay I was lying on. Hey! Hey! Don't give any more hay! There is no more place for me here. It is getting all stuffy, and I'm getting squeezed tight.
The cook started yelling, "Oh my good Lord, the cow is talking! Master, Master, come fast! The cow is bewitched!"
Have you gone mad, woman? Stop talking nonsense. The cow talking, indeed.
But then the parson also heard Tom's voice.
Stop the hay! I'm getting suffocated in here.
Quick, get the axe and kill the cow.
The cow was killed and its stomach split open and thrown away.
Whew! Finally, I'm out. Feeling bad. The poor cow had to get killed. Ah well. Nice to see the sun shining brightly.
But Tom's adventure was not over yet. As he was walking along, a wicked wolf saw him and quickly pounced on him and gulped him down.
That was a tasty morsel, but I'm still hungry.
So now I'm in the stomach of a wolf? Tasty morsel, eh? I will show him. Yoo-hoo! Mr. Wolf, you want some really, really good food? Mr. Wolf, you want some really, really good food?
Huh? Who is this?
It is the tasty morsel, Mr. Wolf. If you want more, I can lead you to a place where you can eat a whole lot of goodies. You know, apple tarts, cold chicken, yummy slices of ham.
Where? Where? Tell me where!
Tom, the smart lad that he was, gave directions to the wolf that led to his own house. When they reached there, he told the wolf how to make its way to the kitchen through the drain outside the house. The wolf squeezed and squeezed and squeezed itself till it finally reached the kitchen.
Oh, that was a real tight squeeze. Thought I would get stuck in there forever.
When the wolf looked around, he saw all the tasty food that Tom had told him about.
Ah, look at these goodies. Worth the trouble getting here.
The wolf sat down and started quickly gobbling down all the food.
Brr, that was a wonderful meal. But I seem to have eaten too much. I'm not able to move now.
Now you had him, Mr. Bad, Bad Wolf.
Suddenly, Tom started kicking and shouting in the wolf's stomach.
Ouch! Ouch! Hey, you stop it, will you?
But Tom continued with the kicking and shouting. He made so much noise that his father and mother came running to the kitchen to see what the matter was.
Good heavens, how did this wolf get into the kitchen?
The woodman dashes to the shed to get an axe to kill the wolf, when suddenly he hears a voice.
Dad, Dad, be careful when you kill this fellow. I am in his stomach.
What? Don't worry, Tom, I'll get you out. This glutton has eaten so much he won't be able to run.
So saying, the woodman hit the wolf hard on the head. When the wolf fell over, he quickly cut open his stomach and took out Tom.
My child, where did you go? I missed you so much. Never again will I let you out of my sight.
Hello, Mom. Hello, Dad. Nice to see you both again. Right now, I just want to have a bath, change out of these filthy clothes, and then have a good meal.
But where have you been, my child?
That is a very, very long story. And right now, I just want to eat and then have a nice long sleep. The story will have to wait for another time.